Hello, math scholars. We have a lot of time zones in this problem, but that's okay. It's pretty easy. We'll go through it step by step. Problem number 1. It's 8 o'clock in London now. That means the time in New York is blank. Well, comparing London and New York, we know New York is 5 hours behind. So 5 hours before 8 a.m. would be 8 minus 5 would be 3. Question 2. It is 13:25 in Sydney now. The time in Singapore is, well, Sydney is 3 hours ahead of Singapore, which is like the same thing as saying Singapore is 3 hours behind Sydney. So if it's 3 hours behind Sydney, we can just take 3 away from Sydney's time to get 10:25. Number 3. It's 22:45 in Cairo now. The time in Los Angeles is, well, Los Angeles is 15 hours behind Singapore. That doesn't tell us much, but we also know that Cairo is 10 hours ahead of Los Angeles. If Cairo is 10 hours ahead of Los Angeles is 10 hours behind Cairo, which means we can take 10 hours away from 22:45 to get 12:45. Number 4. It is 16:45 in Tokyo now. The time in Singapore is, and we know Singapore is 2 hours behind Tokyo, so we can take 2 from this time to get 14:45. And it is 13:50 in Singapore now. The time in Los Angeles is, and we said that Los Angeles is 15 hours behind Singapore. Oh no, if we subtract 15 hours, what do? Well, if we subtract 15 hours, it's now literally the day before. Imagine that. 2 different places on the earth can be experiencing different days at the same time, which means that 13 hours get taken away, and we're left with 2 hours left. So what's 2 hours from 0 hours and 50? Well, that would be 22:50. Remember, 24 hours is our base here, so we go to 22:50.